Hi there and welcome to my November wrap, which will be much abbreviated this month because of my COVID situation. I'm still suffering many symptoms day to day, and so in November I only managed to finish 3 books. So let's talk about them. There was Ivanhoe, COVID Ho, Ivan Slow. I managed to do a review of this, a very long one, link in the description below. It was enjoyable. Would have been great if it was about 150 pages shorter and there were some rather flat characters, but Rebecca in here was an amazing character. Then another adventure novel, Robert Louis Stevenson's Kidnapped. Just like Ivanhoe, not this author's finest work, not as good as Treasure Island, not as good as The Master of Ballantrae, but still took 2 days to read, and it was a serviceable adventure. Then there's this absurd drama, and I've read 2 of the 4 short plays in here. I've read the one by Arthur Adamoff, absolutely nothing about him in English on YouTube, but it was really good, about a professor who's facing all kinds of weird accusations of wrongdoing. Very good. And then the next one, I won't try and roll my R here, Fernando Arrabal. And this one was really good too. It was about a wife who has her husband tortured to death. Yes, and she's an extremely satisfyingly passive-aggressive mother talking to her 2 boys. I want to read the other 2 contributions to that and maybe make a video about it. But the bulk of my reading this month was taken up with this Norton Anthology, English Literature, the Middle Ages. I got through the Old English period, although I did skip Beowulf. I'll have to make an effort to catch up, read the Seamus Heaney translation. I got through all of the Anglo-Norman period, and I'm now into the period when they were writing and speaking Middle English. So I'm on Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. The Green Knight has just had his head chopped clean off, picked it up off the floor, opened his eyes and said, "Very good, Sir Gawain. I'll see you in a year and a day for my turn with the axe." It's absolutely brilliant. It's the Simon Armitage translation. But in the Anglo-Norman period, it was my introduction to the Lay of Marie de France, narrative poems of courtly love with the focus very much on how love makes people suffer and feel grief and can even cause death in extreme cases. It was full of magic as well. It really transported me to a faraway place. It took me away from the here and now, thankfully, and I am going to choose the full collection translated by Dorothy Gilbert as my book of the month, The Lay of Marie de France. I urge you to give them a try. There is a video about them too, which I've put up, which is doing very well. And now I have to speak about some channel stuff. This week was actually the most successful in the history of the channel in terms of viewing hours. Yes, I find it hard to believe after all I've been through, but again, I'm going to take it as a sign. Jason, keep going. No matter how bad things may feel now, they will get better. And I just want to say thank you to some of the viewers. You know who you are, who have sent me such wonderful messages of support to try and push me through these difficult moments and get back to my old self. Some of you have noticed that I seem to actually look better, but I have to say, COVID-19 is a wonderful way to lose weight, but it doesn't make you feel better inside, but it did peel away some of that middle-aged spread I'd accumulated. That's about the only good thing about it. All right, I've said enough. Time to go. I bid thee farewell. I'll be back on Tuesday with my World Cup tag video. But until then, be safe, be strong, and I shall see you anon. Nanu nanu.